Today we are going to learn about essay writing. At first, we are going to uh, learn about the definition of the essay. What is essay and why essay? There may be a question. So here is something about you. Essay is a prose that is written in paragraph. It means there are many paragraphs in an essay. There are different kinds of essay as descriptive essay, narrative essay, expository essay, like that. And here is a short definition of Wikipedia. Only a part has been extracted here. An essay is generally a piece of writing that gives the author's own argument, but the definition is vague. This definition was taken from Wikipedia. Today our class is practical one. Today we are going to learn how can we learn to write essay, or how can we write a good essay. That is why we are not talking more about theoretical part. Today we are going to learn about the practical part. At first we are going to learn the parts of the essay, what will be there and how to write essay we'll see, and finally we'll also see a model essay, an example essay. Today I'm going to share my idea about topics. That topics will be the bonding topics COVID-19 that we are facing today. So first we are going to learn some parts of the essay. We are starting from basic level, so we are starting from the basic. At first part of the essay is introduction. First part, there will be one section for the essay, that will be the introduction, and the second part, that will be for the positive aspect or advantage or importance or facilities or good points of the essay. According to the topic, some topics might have positive aspects, some topics might have advantages, some topics might have importance, and some topics might have facilities, or let us say the good points in nutshell. This will be the second section of your essay. And we are going to learn about the third section, that will be the negative aspect or disadvantage or shortage or lacking factors, or let us say negative points on the topics that we are going to write. And finally the fourth part, that will be the conclusion, or that is your personal feeling, what you feel about the topics, or that is the theme or the gist of the essay that we are going to learn. Okay students, now at first we have to remember some of the things before while writing essay. What things we have to remember, that we have to note. Okay, let us see. Confirm the question. There is read 2 times. At first you should be sure of the question. You have to read the question at least 2 times. Jot down, or that means write points for essay in words or phrase. Yes, small point you have to write, as many you remember for the topics. And the third thing you have to remember is review the points and add if you can. Whenever you have finished writing points on that topic, you can review the points, and sometimes you may have been missing some points and you may remember when you review. So if you can add, you can. And next, number the points 1, 2, 3, 4. See, as we have talked here, introduction, good points, bad points, and conclusion. Those points which go in introduction section, number 1 for that. Similarly, those points that go in positive points, number 2 for that. Similarly, that points that goes in negative section, number 3 for that points. And those points which go in conclusion section, number 4 for that point, so that it will be easier for you. Again, we are continuing some our idea, and whenever you have made points and you have number the points in which section they go, in first section or second section or third section or fourth section. Then you have to write topics. For writing topics, in previous video I have given you the idea in paragraph writing, so the same technique you can follow for writing topics. And after that, whenever you have written topics properly, select 4 points out of the points for main sentences. You might have made many points, maybe 25, 50, 30, 37, how many points you have made. So out of them, select 4 points for the main sentences. But here you should be very careful about that. Remember, you have number your points 1, 2, 3 and 4. Choose 1 point from each section. Choose 1 point from introduction section, that you have number 1. Similarly, choose 1 point from good points, choose 1 point from bad points, and also choose 1 from conclusion part. Okay, do not select from the same section, because they are going to be your main sentence in the paragraph of the essay. Make your 4 points as 4 different sentences. Make very beautiful sentences as much as you like. These sentences are the main sentences in different paragraphs. So these 4 sentences will be the different 4 sentence, and they will be used in the different paragraph. One in the first section, second in the second section, another in the third section, and last one in the conclusion section. They will be used. And other sentences of the same section are supporting details. It means you might have certainly used there 10 different sentences points there, but still you have just selected one, and still you have nine points remaining. So what to do for that? Whenever you have written main sentences and all which you have number 1, or you have decided them to put in the introduction part, these points will be the supporting details for your essay of that particular paragraph. So other points will be the supporting details. Go on making sentence from each points. Okay, after that, write your main sentence for the introduction part. So which you have already made 4 sentences, taken 4 points out of many points, and you have certainly taken 1 point from the introduction part. At first write and make also made sentence. So use that sentence as a main sentence, and write down the main sentence, and write the other points which you have number 1 or you have number for the introduction. Use them as a supporting details and complete your first section. Do same task for the second and third paragraph. For the second paragraph also you will write the main sentence first, and other points you will use for the supporting details. And for third paragraph also you will do the same thing. And whenever you are writing in the conclusion, all the time you may not have problem, but sometime you might have problem. If you have made many points, certainly you can write conclusion, no problems. You will write the first main sentence and other sentences with the help of the points you can write. But if you feel your conclusion is very short, and if you could not make many more points in conclusions for conclusion section, or if your paragraph is shorter than 30 or 40% of the paragraph, then your conclusion will be very short. And if you feel your essay is very short, still you need to make it longer, then you can choose 2 sentences from each paragraph. 2 sentences from introduction part, 2 sentences from positive points having part, and 2 sentences from negative points having part. You can choose and you can put them in the conclusion part, because they are the conclusion. Okay, if you do so, then your conclusion will be also the longer one. Okay, after If you have time, you can read, edit, and correct if necessary. So in this way, you will finish your essay and you can correct. And today, now we are going to learn one example. See, we are today going to learn about the COVID-19. We are writing an essay on the topics COVID-19. This is the burning topics. So let us see some of the pictures at first. Why is there globe with the marks? You can see here the word globe is putting on marks. What is the picture about? Let us see. I think this is the picture about do and don'ts during the COVID-19. What should we do and what should not we do? Which virus is this? Certainly, I think you can recognize this is coronavirus. And have you seen such pandemic? Right? COVID test 19 positive result is there. Someone is there in the PPE. Yes, you can see there some checking, wearing head shields. Still, there is a lab. Swab is being collected there, right? And you can see here a town, big town, where there is no people. Why? Can you guess? Might be because of the lockdown. Okay, now we are going to make points on COVID-19 to write an essay. Let us see. In this part, we are not numbering 1, 2, 3. We are just making point at first for the introduction part, then for the positive points, for negative points, and for conclusion points. So first introduction part. Let's make coronavirus disease 2019. This is also known as COVID-19. It is an infectious disease. It is caused by coronavirus. It is also called SARS-CoV-2. It was first identified in December 2019 in Hubei in China. It is pandemic. The first trace back to 17 November 2019 in Hubei. Reported across 188 countries and its territories. More than 536,000 deaths. 6.26 million people have recovered. Common symptoms include fever, cough, fatigue, shortness of breath, and loss of smell and taste. Now we are going to make some good points. What COVID-19 did good? Do you think? Let us see. People learn good health habit like washing hands, maintaining health risks, etc. This is the good point of COVID-19. People are concerned about their food and lifestyle. Family united. People learn why to have saving. Teach to be prepared about pandemic. It means COVID teaches us how to be prepared about pandemic. Personal hygiene was maintained. Everybody was concerned about that. These were the good points COVID taught us. And what were the bad points? Let us write. Right? Loss of people. Many people lost their life. Loss of economy. Education affected. Starvation. Business bankrupt. Lifestyle affected. Affected development. These were the bad points. And in conclusion, coughing, sneezing, and talking, if we are then over talking, every time babbling, right? If such problem, then we have to go to health clinic or health hospital. Frequent hand washing is a must that we are writing in conclusion. Maintaining social physical distance, quarantine, the use of clothes, face covering such as scarf, medical grade face masks such as N95 masks. There is no vaccine or no specific treatment for the COVID-19. These are the points we made so far for writing essay on COVID-19. Let us see. Let's write an essay now. So at first we are writing here topics COVID-19 and coronavirus disease 2019. COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by coronavirus. It is called SARS-CoV-2. It is one of the burning issues of today throughout the world. It is not only fatal but pandemic. It was first identified in December 2019 in Wuhan, Hubei, China. It was first traced back to 17 December 2019 in Hubei. It has been reported across 188 countries and territories. Nowadays, it is ongoing even today. It caused more than 536,000 deaths and more than 6.26 million people have recovered. The common symptoms of COVID are fever, cough, fatigue, shortness of breath, loss of smell and taste. These points, out of the points, we join this point and we made sentences from the points that we made in the introduction section, and we write the introduction section in this way. Now we are going to see how we can write the good points. Let us see. There are many things that COVID-19 taught people as they learn good health habits like washing hands, maintaining health risks, etc. They are concerned about their food and lifestyle. It has made family united as there is lockdown, so they must stay home. It also taught another important thing, that is people learn why to have saving. It also taught people of the world to be prepared about pandemics such as COVID-19. Its another great teaching is personal hygiene and cleanliness. It made people automation for the sanitization. In this way, we wrote this paragraph with the help of the points that we made in the positive aspects, so positive section. Okay, now we have to write the negative section. There are many more devastation by COVID-19 throughout the world. Primarily, it killed many people, mostly in highly affected countries. Another hitting part of it is economy of the world. World economy has been badly affected. Many of the financial institutions have been rigorously banned. Education sector was seriously affected, as well as all of the educational institutions were locked during COVID. Because of the lockdown, many parts of the world face even starvation, mainly those people who have one meal a day, and they were the labels. Business of the country and international trade was badly affected. People's lifestyle was changed and they faced different types of the problems. Development was backed for years by COVID. The countries environments were seriously affected. Now let us see the conclusion part. Yes, COVID-19 is pandemic. We should be very careful about it. If we or our family members of anybody known to us is coughing, sneezing, getting high fever, they must go to health clinic or hospital for treatment. The key to be safe from pandemic like COVID-19 is frequent hand washing and maintaining physical distance approximately 1 meter. If anybody is suspected, they must be in quarantine. The use of the cloth face covering such as scarf, medical grade face masks such as N95 masks, etc. is must when in public. There are no vaccines or specific antiviral treatment for COVID-19. Thus, stay home. Thus, stay safe yourself is the key treatment of the